Good evening. Welcome back to Professional Business Solutions, the channel where I'm minding my business and yours too. Today is Tax Talk Tuesday, and I will be talking about notary income, which is exempt from self-employment taxes. I have had a few business owners to tell me that they didn't know that they paid self-employment taxes. And yes, you are supposed to, as long as you have earned income over $400 or more. You do have to pay self-employment taxes. Normally, that is filed on your Schedule SE when your income tax return is prepared. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you because I want you to see also the documentation that I pulled up, which notes, and this is directly from the IRS publication 17, which discusses self-employment income. It states here that fees that are received for services performed as a notary public. Now, this does not include the fees that you charge for, let's say, like for instance, for me, I'm a mobile notary. I charge a convenience fee, and I also charge mileage fees along with my notary stamp fees. The only thing that is exempt from self-employment taxes is the notary stamp fees. The rest of those fees are included in your income and is taxable. The three different forms or four different forms that you will need to use is your Schedule C, which is where your income and expenses are recorded in order to figure out what your net income or loss is. You'll also need your Schedule SE, which shows how much of self-employment taxes that you owe on your net income. Those numbers are also carried over to your Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, which rolls up to your Form 1040 whenever you file your income tax return. So what I've done, I have did a short mockery of a Schedule C, a Form SSE, a Schedule 1, and a Schedule 2 as well, just to give you an example of what your tax return should look similar to. So here on your Schedule C, this number under gross income should include your notary fees and any other fees that you charge for notary. So this is going to be all of your gross income that you receive for performing notary services. And this also includes any other small business income that you may have. So all of those fees, all of that income is recorded here on line 7 as your gross income. Here, I plugged in a few expenses that may pertain to you being a mobile notary. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use an example of being a mobile notary. And just for practice sake, we'll say all of this gross income comes from just mobile notary services and none other. That's the only small business that you have, and you receive $7,560 in mobile notary services. Line 28 shows all of these expenses, line 8 through 27B added together, which total $2,310 worth of expenses. And line 29, in order to get your net profit or loss, you take line 7 and subtract line 28 from it. And that's what gives you your total net profit or loss. Number 30, line 30 is just if you use your home for business and you want to take the business expenses of your home, then you put that on line 30. We're not going to do it. We're just going to keep this example kind of plain and simple. 31, you subtract the business's use of your home expenses from your net profit or loss, which is 0 here. So we're going to subtract that 0 from the 5250. So line 31 actually gives us the bottom line number for our net profit from our notary income. which is $5,250. Here it is self-explanatory. It tells you to enter this number on Schedule 1, line 3, and also on Schedule SE, line 2. I'm going to have to stop sharing this screen in order to share the other one, Schedule S. So $5,250 is going to be recorded on Schedule SE, line 2, and Schedule 1, line 3. Here is our Schedule SE, which is our self-employment tax schedule. There's normally nothing on line 1A and 1B, but line 2 is where we'll bring over the $5,250 of our net income from our Schedule C. Now, what happens here is for line 3, you're supposed to add 1A, 1B, and also 2 to come up with a total amount of what your self-employment tax is based off of. But what we're going to do is take $1,200 off of this $5,250, because we'll say we received $1,200 in just notary stamp fees alone. This does not include the convenience fee that I charge or the convenience or the mileage fees that are charged. This is only $1,200 worth of income that you charge just for the notary stamp. Here in, I charge $6. Here in Texas, according to the regulations with the Secretary of State, you can only charge no more than $6 for that notary stamp. So if somebody else is charging more, that's on you. But according to regulations, we're supposed to charge no more than $6 for that notary stamp. So we received $1,200 in those fees. Here, if you noticed on these dotted, these dots here on line 3, I have that highlighted, because what you will do is you will put exempt dash notary. That lets the IRS know that the difference between these two numbers is what you receive in notary income. So this is where you'll back out that notary income, which is not taxable for self-employment tax purposes. And once you get that number on line 3, you multiply it by 0.9235, which again is self-explanatory here. Now, let's say, for instance, all you made was $399 for the year in notary fees. You do not have to fill any of this out, nor you have to submit self-employment taxes, because you have to have made at least $400 or more in earned income in order to have to pay self-employment taxes anyway. So once we multiply that by the 9235, you get $37.40. Again, just going down, reading line 5 is self-explanatory. You take that amount, multiply it by 0.153. And we get $572, which is what your self-employment tax will be. And that is less the notary fees that you receive for your notary services. Line 6, you take half of that $572 and the self-employment tax of $286. That amount is going to be carried over to your 1040. That's a whole nother subject there. That rolls back up to your 1040. They give you a 50% deduction on the amount of self-employment tax that you owe. But then again, on the back page, they also add it back. So it kind of evens itself out at the end of the day. But they do let you deduct only 50% of this self-employment tax on the front page of your 1040. Now, also that amount that we spoke of is going to be carried over to the Schedule 1, the $5,250. We put that on line 3. And that's because that was the amount on your Schedule C that you figured as your business income. We don't have any of these other things here, so we'll just add lines 1 through 8, as it states here on line 9, and again, you still come up with $5,250 in business income, which this amount also goes on the front page of your 1040 on your tax return as well. Now here, you'll see this 186, which is the deductible part of your self-employment tax. That goes on the front page of that 1040 again. Now, on Schedule 2, you'll also see that amount again of the $572. Here on the dotted line, as you see I've highlighted here, again, if you do not have any additional income, all you would need to do is put exempt dash notary on this line and 0 here for number 4, if you don't have any additional income. So these are the 4 forms that you'll be dealing with. The Schedule C, which is how to figure up your net profit or loss by you taking your business expenses from your business income. Also, Form SSE, which is for your self-employment tax, and also Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, which rolls up to your Form 1040 when preparing your federal tax return. Now, so those were the basics of the tip of the day that I gave on Instagram that stated notary fees or tax exempt from self-employment taxes. Again, you'll use your Schedule C, which is for your net profit or loss, your Schedule SE, forms or Schedule 1, and also Schedule 2, which all of those numbers roll up to your Form 1040 whenever you are preparing your federal tax return. I know this was a little swift. I go into a little bit more detail on one of my PowerPoints that I prepared, but those details will be on my website beginning January 1st for anyone who subscribes as a member and purchases the membership. I will have detailed information on the website for people who sign up to be a member and pay the $20 membership fee for my website. I'll have all types of free things on there, documentations, documents that you can download. I'll have Q&A where you can email me and ask me questions. I can answer them personally for you. And again, I'll still be, I'm also still in the process of making webinars so that I can post them there. So all of that stuff will go live starting in January for my members only. I do have some free things that I will be putting on there as well, just for the general public. But again, I do want to try to service my business, my small business owners as well. So that's all I have for you tonight, guys, on the Tax Talk. I also want to let you know about let me share my screen again. I am excited to let you know about the course that I am offering, which is called the Bookkeeping Bootcamp. I have promoted it on my social media pages here for the last few weeks. I will be promoting some more this week and next week. The last day to sign up for the course is December 5th. So the class is going to start the weekend of December 12th through the 13th. It's a weekend course from 8 to 5 p.m. and there will be an hour break in between at noon on both days. The cost of the session is $199 per person. There will be 2 sessions. The second session will be in January for those of you who cannot sign up for the December class. The course is going to focus on customers, vendors, business transactions, how to record them properly, how to record your paperwork, how to file your paperwork properly. It's going to talk about record retention, financial statements, which is so very important to businesses. I cannot stress this enough. If you are not keeping up with these income and expenses properly on these financial statements, trying to get loans, even free scholarships and grants, these people want to see your financial records. They want to see your P&L. They want to see your balance sheet. They also want to see your cash flow. They want to see how your money is coming in and where is it going out to. So this is very, very important for all of you business owners. If you are not using any type of software, even if you are using spreadsheets, that's fine. I can even show you how to properly keep up with your bookkeeping on spreadsheets. I've been using spreadsheets forever and a day. Ever since my first business back in 2005 or 7-ish or something like that with my daycare, I did all of my payroll on a spreadsheet. I had QuickBooks, but I would only enter the information in my QuickBooks after I did everything on my spreadsheet. So I can also show you how to work with spreadsheets. But even with bookkeeping software, using QuickBooks is so much efficient, so effective. So it'll save you so much time, which time is money. It saves you so much time when pulling up your financials and also doing your tax return at the end of the year. But we'll also talk about the best bookkeeping practices, rules and regulations for the IRS and also for the federal government. And we'll also discuss different software options. So if you would like to register for that bookkeeping boot camp class, you can go to my website at www.pbs-dsolution.com. That's www.pbs-thesolution.com. You can sign up there. All of the details will be emailed to you ahead of time. The packets and also notes on the PowerPoint will be emailed to you as well. Again, the last day to sign up is December 5th, and the course is going to be from the 12th through the 13th, the weekend of the 12th and the 13th. If you do not make that session, there will be another one in January, and the cost is $199 per person. So you don't have to sign up for both sessions because they're both the same. Also, if you all have forgotten, I do have another company called Boss EST Investments. The website is www.boss-est-73.com, and that's where you can get my merchandise for my my Boss company, and sign up for notifications, to receive notifications from there for different sales, promotions, and even giveaways. This week for Thanksgiving, I'll be promoting new items on Thanksgiving night for the people who subscribe and give an extra discount. Right now on Friday for Black Friday, we're offering a 10% discount store-wide. And also there's $5 off select t-shirts, and that's going to be all the way through December 31st, 2020. So I'm excited about what's going to go on for 2021. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I guess they're probably kind of scared to even mention 2021, but I'm excited. I had a good year. I mean, it was a little stressful in some ways, but I mean, really 2020 don't owe me nothing. Again, check out my websites, www.pbs-thesolution.com, and also www.boss-est-73.com. Thank you again for watching me on my channel tonight, and I hope you all have a blessed night and also a great holiday weekend. Hey, it's B again. I needed to make a correction on form schedule 1, line 14 is 286 and not 186. I made a typo. So after I went back and converted my video, I noticed that I made the typo, so I just needed to make that correction with you guys.